Hey guys, this is Matt from Geopoint Data, and today we're going to talk about how to order an absentee list. More specifically, an absentee vacant list. So we're going to do a little video walkthrough on how to go about that, what the process is, what are the pros and cons, and how Geopoint Data really helps on the absentee vacant side of lists. So we're on the website right here, and all we're going to do is go over to Stacked. For this scenario, we're going to kind of put ourselves in the shoes of an investor who does mailing campaigns to people that own properties and there's vacancies in those properties. So for that, we do not need phone numbers at all. So there's a toggle right here of yes, contact information, which will go into our warehouse and get all the contact information we have, mobile numbers, landlines, emails. But this situation, we're not going to select that. We're going to put no, I don't need contact info. So we're going to go into here and we're just going to pick, let's do like a Dallas, Texas. We'll start out with there. And when you click Dallas, Texas, we're going to click absentee owner. So this is the occupant filter. So we want absentee owner or owner occupied. In this case, we want absentee owner because we're going after absentee and vacant. So I'm just going to see what the count is like currently just in Dallas on the absentee. And as you can see, I clicked this and it did not work. And it's because I did not select a property type. You need at least one property type to select. So I'm going to click single family. And then I'm going to view the available count. And then it'll give you a number right where that refresh button is, what the current count is of absentee owners in that area. So based off this, there's 45,097 absentee owners in Dallas. That means they own a house and they don't live there. So what we're looking for in this scenario is finding where there's vacancies in these absentees. The reason being is you're going after people who might have several houses and are looking to sell, might have properties that they rent out with tenants that are not living there, and they actually have a vacancy and it's a dead asset at this point. So we're going to dive into those, and all we have to do is click vacant. You can click all or any, it doesn't matter, just when you have one filter. So we're putting vacant in here. So now we have all the absentee owners and with vacant houses in the Dallas city. So I'm just going to do view available count, and then it'll give me a count on what we're looking at with that vacancy indicator, which will cut down a lot of the data because vacancies is like 3% nationwide, 3-5% right around there. So we're at 2,880, right? So let's say you wanted a list of 1,000. Like, how can we get this list further niched down to 1,000? For pretty much the reason that you want to buy a one-time list and you really want to niche into it. You could also just grab a portion, grab 1,000 of these, and then you could always come back and hit this button, which is exclude leads or lead records previously purchased, which then will compare your current list to lists you previously bought, and it will only give you the records that you have not purchased yet, so you can ensure that there's no duplicates on your list from the last one you bought. So I'm going to try to get this down to like 1,000, and the way that you do that is not messing around with any of these. You could go to all this selected and grab like a 60 plus. I mean, we'll see where that goes, but there's a few different ways to go about it. So this is people that are absentee in Dallas with a vacant home that are over the age of 60 would be this list. And we got 559. So that cut it down pretty significantly, too much in this case. And we actually can do a few things from here. If you want to expand out your area, you can do that really easily by just adding another city, like a Fort Worth, Texas. Will get you that. So if you do that, keep on the same criteria where you have absentee owners in the Dallas or Fort Worth area with a vacancy on the absentee house that they do not live at, and they're also 60 or older, the owner is, on a single family residence, you'll be able to get that count higher. So in this situation, you're going to get, hopefully it'll go over 1,000. That's 1,278. So from here, all you would have to do is go to number of leads, select the number that you would want, or use the sliding bar to get that number, and then you click off, and then it will get you that number of how much the leads are going to cost based off of buying the 1,000 leads. Since we're not using phone numbers, you're in this bucket right here at 11 cents a lead, which is an awesome rate for the amount of filtering that we're doing on this. But if you don't want to add another area, I mean, if you're doing it this model, all you have to do is hit submit. It'll take you to the checkout. But let's assume you do not want to go outside the Dallas area and you just want to filter your list down to 1,000 based off the vacancy. And this is exactly how you would do it. I'm going to take off the 60 filter and I'm going to take off the Fort Worth one. So we're back to that 2,700-ish number. And what you want to do is go to the advanced filtering. And the easiest thing to mess around with is this maximum sales date. We've said it in a lot of other videos, but this is the best way to filter down things, especially because they'll have a little bit of equity in there. So since we want to filter out a third of it, let's try 2010. This is 10 years of ownership, and we'll just see what happens when we click view available count. So we were at 2,700 previously, now we're at 861, which is less than the 1,000 that we wanted for our lead list. So what we're going to do is go back to this maximum sales date, and we're just going to add a couple years to it. Let's just add 2 years to it, and we'll see what that gets us. If it's not enough, then we can add, go to 2014 or 2016 or anything like that. And this happens to get us 1,004 records, which is exactly what we were looking for. So all you have to do is either go all the way over on this sliding bar to 1,004 to get all the records. If you don't want those last 4, type in 1,000 and then click submit, and it'll send you right to the checkout. And now you have your list of 1,000 records in Dallas that are absentee owners, meaning that the owner does not live at that property, and also they have a vacancy at that property. So what I'm going to do really quick, I might have to edit a little bit of this out, but I'm going to go through the process of placing the order, and then I'm going to show you what that end order looks like. And I can show you why these things are awesome for mailing, because we do a thing called mail address appending, which is really, really cool, and it will allow you to reach the people at these vacant absentee houses. You can reach them at their actual residence, where you can send mailers to in regarding to that home in Dallas that is currently vacant. So I'm going to go through here. I'm just going to put all the stuff in the checkout. I'm going to have to blur the screen out a little bit because I'm going to put some of our coupon codes in. And once I do that, then we can just put the zip code in, and from there we'll place the order. And this order okay, so there was an error because I wasn't logged in. So I'm going to go log in real quick. Geopoint log out. I'm currently logged in. Congratulations. Awesome. Okay.